Hello. In this video, you are going to determine your values. Less than 1% of the world population know their values. When somebody knows one's values, his determination to fulfill them is so strong that this person succeeds much beyond the other person. So I invite you to look at the science of values. This science has been built over more than 2,000 years by the philosophers such as Socrates, Aristotle. And they have determined that there is a process to determine these values, and the process is to answer to 6 questions which are about space, about time, about thoughts, about discussions, about energy, and about money. For each of these questions, find 2 to 3 answers. For instance, in space, how do you fulfill your space? I'm speaking here about your intimate space, something where you don't like other people are touching. In this space, what do you have? Maybe it's books, maybe it's a computer. Then if this is books, what do they represent for you? Maybe this is about travel, this is about discovery, or maybe this is about being an expert. So look at space. Then in time, what do you spend most of your time over the last 3 to 6 months? Is this to relate with people, or to think from your side, or to learn more, or to become an expert, or to think about something? Then about your thoughts. What are your most dominant thoughts that you are thinking the most about when you wake up at 6 or at 8, when you are at work, when you discuss with people? What are you most thinking about, which is not a fantasy and which become reality from step to step? Then about your discussion. When you are meeting someone which is not on a defined agenda, what are you speaking most about? Find again 2 to 3 topics. Then, in terms of energy, identify 2 to 3 activities in which you have more energy. And why do you have more energy in these activities? Identify 2 to 3 answers. And then finally, about your personal money. Where are you spending your money on? Is this to develop yourself, to learn about something, to travel? And if this is to go to the restaurant with friends, what does this mean for you? When you have these 12 to 18 answers to the 6th question, find bridges between each of these answers and rate the top answers. The most frequent answer, it may be about travel, about discovery, about understanding, about being open. So maybe openness, if it ranks top first answer, maybe your top value. Then find your second value and your third value. In order to help you to fulfill the journey towards your value, I invite you to look at the sequence of the video from Simon Sinek on TED, Why or What. Because your values, it's not the what you do, it's not the how you do it, the way you do it, it's why you do it deeply from yourself. So go towards your values and see you on the next topic. Thanks.
How do you explain when things don't go as we assume? Or better, how do you explain when others are able to achieve things that seem to defy all of the assumptions? As it turns out, there's a pattern. As it turns out, all the great and inspiring leaders and organizations in the world, whether it's Apple or Martin Luther King or the Wright brothers, they all think, act, and communicate the exact same way, and it's the complete opposite to everyone else. Why, how, what? Every single person, every single organization on the planet knows what they do 100%. Some know how they do it, whether you call it your differentiating value proposition or your proprietary process or your USP. But very, very few people or organizations know why they do what they do. And by why, I don't mean to make a profit. That's a result. It's always a result. By why, I mean what's your purpose? What's your cause? What's your belief? Why does your organization exist? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one?